We were assigned to make a video log this week of our rhetorical analysis essay. I did my essay over Battle Cry for My Generation. First of all, if you haven't read the book Battle Cry for Your Generation, or My Generation, read it. It's a great book by Ron Luce. Great book, phenomenal book. And my thesis was that Ron Luce and Mike Gazzardio do a great job of just portraying really this need to get out and reach this generation, and they show this constant bombardment by media and all these different things that we're constantly bombarded with. And I think that they do a great job, and that was my thesis, was that they do a great job of portraying that. And I think they used pathos, logos, and ethos very well to just portray this need for us to reach out. How I went about my argument was I just presented the book. I basically just went through the book and said, hey, look, this is how the book goes. First chapter in the book is called "The Car is on Fire." In this chapter, Ron Luce tells a story of his brother, and his brother and his wife and family are driving, and they come upon this wreck, and his brother jumps out of his car and just runs into this wreck. This car that's on fire in the middle of the road, he just runs into this wreck to get these people out, and he suffers burns from it. And he still did it, though. And Ron says that's what Christianity's like. The car is on fire, and our friends are in it, but we're not running into the fire to get them out. And so this book just really hits home about that. And so I basically, when I went through this argument, I just slowly dove into the different chapters and just kind of pulled out the main themes. And there are really three main themes throughout that. You know, you got the cars on fire, which just shows this need to go ahead and go out and attack those people. And the second theme is to know your enemy. Chapters 2 through 4 really hit knowing your enemy and knowing where the enemy's attacks are coming from. In today's media, we are constantly bombarded with sexual advertisement, and everything's sexualized. Everything is geared towards violence or sexuality, or all these different things that are constantly against our righteousness. They're constantly attacking our righteousness. And so he does a great job of just presenting that, really using how these real life stories to show how people have been really affected by it. And he says at one point, he says, are these radical stories? Yes, these are the fanatics, but he goes through and says, these are fanatics, but what is it doing to you? And ridiculous stories about Grand Theft Auto. Many people play it. Most people know what it is, at least. Grand Theft Auto, there's a couple stories in here about people just going out and hitting people with cars and then beating them, coming back and beating them with baseball bats, or just doing these ridiculous things. And you say, wow, those are radical stories. Well, yes, they are radical stories, but it's still happening in America. It's not happening anywhere else. I mean, I'm sure it is, but it's not happening just anywhere. It's happening right here in our backyard. And so Ron Luce just does a great job of presenting that. Going on to the third step, the third theme is that this war that we're in is real, and he does a great job of presenting that. He just breaks it down into a few principles that are really basic principles. A warrior, if we're warriors, we see the battle, we live by the code, we find our assignment, and we fight till it's over. This book is just a phenomenal book. The conclusion I came to is just the same one I've had through the whole thing, is that Ron Luce, Mike Gazzardio do a great job of presenting this message. So That's my video log. Thanks. I'm Nick Parrish.